Hi, welcome back. Is it time to set boundaries in your family? Have you allowed others to affect you negatively, and do you take responsibility for their thoughts, reactions, or feelings? Well, today's video will discuss a few simple ways to prepare you in your creating and maintaining journey. I'm going to lay out a 5-step plan that will get you there. Hi, I'm Morin from Morin Holistic Therapy. I'm a therapist and a wellness coach, and I help busy professional women develop a daily self-care routine so that they can finally bust through limiting beliefs, let go of critical thinking, and step into their most aligned, confident selves. Let's get started. When is it time to create boundaries? Well, let's see if you're experiencing any of these things. Do you often find yourself irritated or angry? Are you somewhat resentful? Do you often do things just to keep the peace or keep others from reacting? Are you concerned about what other people think of you and your family and accommodate just to make sure that things go well and they think well of you? Do you say yes when you really mean to say no? And then do you sometimes indirectly communicate your feelings instead of directly confronting your family member? Well, a huge catalyst to making change is awareness of the following things. What is it that you want for you? What do you not want? And what are your values and beliefs about you? If you value your needs, which is necessary to keep you in the mix instead of making everything about doing what others want, you recognize making boundaries is essential. Okay, so here are 5 steps to prepare before you create and maintain boundaries, okay? For best results in this, it's a good idea to get yourself a journal so you can keep track of your plan and also jot down some of the things you're experiencing. Sometimes it's a good idea to keep in mind like what a role play might look like what you might say and what you think would happen and then how you would respond. Step 1, accept and own a mindset shift that you have a right to your needs being met and honored. Respecting your needs is not selfish, even if you've learned that or believed that and even still do believe it. It's important to healthy living. If this step is hard for you, talking to someone that you know you can trust, someone that will be in your corner, that won't give you unsolicited advice, that'll be supportive, and someone that might have some experience with boundaries is always a good idea. It's a good idea also to make sure that in all of your decisions that you're always in the mix, that what you want, what you don't want, and how you believe is part of your thinking processes. Step 2, identify what is keeping you in the behavior. Is it fear of what they're going to do? Is it fear about how you're going to feel? Do you believe you're the only one that could do whatever it is being asked of you? Do you believe their feelings are your responsibility? What has this behavior cost you? Are you exhausted? Are you resentful because you feel stuck and you must continue despite your discomfort? Step 4, decide to choose you. Decide that it's time for things to change and you're the only one that can do this for you. Step 5, decide on a boundary plan. Do just one thing and take it slowly. It's going to take time to unravel these patterns. A boundary plan is when you do all the steps that we've just mentioned and are ready for action. But before you do any boundary creating, you need to have some things in place. Your plan will include the following things. What support will you need? A friend, a therapist, someone who can encourage you and stick alongside you should you need the support. you're going to want to do it at a specific time. You're going to want to be rested. You're going to want to have your wits about you. You don't want to be aggravated about something. You want to do this when you're calm. What one area needs to be done first? Just pick one thing at a time. Start slowly by giving maybe facial cues like, no, I don't think that I'm able to do that this week. And limiting phone calls, like you don't have to answer the moment somebody calls. Let it ring, wait a while, give yourself some time to think, and you don't have to answer every text immediately. Everything mentioned here is difficult to do, especially in a real crisis emergency situation. At that point, you're going to want to be available to your family, of course, but it doesn't mean you're going to run yourself ragged. You're going to have to keep yourself in the mix. Even in a crisis situation, there's limitations to what we can do. Once your plan is all set, you'll be ready to actually create and maintain your boundary. A healthy boundary is clearly stated, easy to remember, and able to adhere to. There'll be more information in the description box below. I did a feature article for 60andMe that you can access. I'll leave a link, and it has a lot more about creating and maintaining boundaries. So let's be real about this. It's not going to be easy to do. You're going to get some reactions when you finally do create, maintain, and state your boundary to your family. They're going to be probably not happy that you're going to want to change things up. But how many times have you overcome stuff that scared you and been difficult for you? I'm sure there's been plenty of times. You're going to want to think of these moments. You're going to want to use this as a win. By the way, it's a good idea to keep a win journal as well, so that when things are really tough for you, you have this access of times that you've been able to do things even when it was tough and you were able to get through it. I hope this video has been a help for you. If it has, please hit the like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and leave a comment and let me know what type of experience you've had in preparing for a boundary making and implementing. You learn the 5 steps, which is to accept and own the mindset shift that you matter and your needs matter. Step 2 is identify what's keeping you in the behavior. Step 3 is what has this behavior cost you? And step 4 is decide to choose you. And step 5 is decide on a plan. And we laid that all out for you. So we'll see you in the next video.